Good evening, my name's Maura Butler. Welcome back to Roslyn Court. We're a little bit late because the interweb was playing up. But anyway, we're here now, and we've got a fabulous evening with Gerry Colvin. It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really good. Now, everybody who's in the room is entered in for the raffle, because you can't have a folk event without a raffle. You people at home, if you donate to this event, then during the first hour, then you will be entered in for the raffle. And also, if you're not having a good week, then just join us for the chat, and you will be entered for the raffle. What will you win? Well, you might win a Gerry Colvin CD or who gives a crap emergency toilet roll. Yeah! Last week we had a Burns supper here. We had a Burns night, and we said you can creep in the door. You don't have to pay, but if you'd like to donate, then that would be really nice. And I'd just like to say that we took down £120 to RNLI this week, which they were very pleased with. Take that minute, please. Right, I'm going to sing you a song, and then we're going to have something a bit different. Yeah. I'd like you to join in the chorus of this, please. It's a hangover, possibly a good hangover, a hangover from Burns week. Yeah. There's naught but care in every hand, in every hour that passes. Oh, what signifies the life of man? 'Twere not for the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Come on. Green grow the rashes, oh. Sweetest are the terror I spent among the lasses, oh. The warlike race may riches chase, and riches they may fly them, oh. When at last they catch them fast, their hearts will not enjoy them, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Sweetest are the terror I spent among the lasses, oh. Give me a canny uratine, my arms around my lassie, oh. And warlike cares and warlike men can all go tapsily, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Sweet as mad that air I spent among the lasses, oh. And you seduceous sneer at this, hear naught but senseless asses, oh. The wisest man the world ever saw dearly loved the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Oh, sweetest are the terror I spent among the lasses, oh. For nature swears the lovely dears, her finest work she classes, oh. Her apprenticed hand she tried on man, and then she made the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Sweetest are the terror I spent among the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh. Sweetest are the terror I spent among the lasses. Oh. Thank you. There. Thank you. Now, every now and then we have something called a community shout out here where we look at somebody around about this area who's doing something marvellous. And my favourite museum in the world is in Margate. It's the Crab Museum. Have you been? Well, shame on you. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. It's quirky. It's unusual, and it's run by 4 blokes who've got the money together and put in have this fantastic museum that's free for everybody, and go along there. It's really fantastic. And I have Ned, who is going to talk to us about the Crab Museum. Hooray!
Merci. Hello. I see Morag is slightly smaller than I am. So, of course, I was introduced by Madame Morag there as Ned. However, let me just sort it out here. However, actually tonight, I am Squidwin Triumph. Squidwin is my nom de guerre, nom de plume, nickname. And I am here to talk about the Crab Museum, Musée du Crabe, to people who speak the same language that I do, which is French, of course, if you cannot tell. Crab Museum, I am the spokesquid for Crab Museum. Crab Museum is all about connecting the various things in the world that we enjoy ourselves to crabs. We strongly believe, or rather they, I am not a member or not least a director of the Crab Museum, they strongly believe that crabs can be connected to all sorts of things. Now, one quick thing, I won't take up too much time, but put your hand up and name a tangential thing from your brain. And any tangential thing from the audience. Anything. Give me a thing from the... Yes, please. Gerry Colvin. So Gerry Colvin is a folk singer? Oui? Okay, so Gerry Colvin is a folk singer. Now crabs hear music through the hairs all over their legs. So crabs are covered in hairs, like all arthropods, and these hairs are called setae. Now we hear, or I, as a squid, do not hear like that. I actually don't know how squids hear. But humans hear through their ears. Crabs hear through their hairs. And they are called setae. And they sense vibrations, and the vibrations move through the ground and through the setae, and then into their central nervous system, where they interpret that. Now, some crabs will bang on the ground, they go boom, 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 and they bang on the ground, and then other crabs will hear that, again, through their setae, and they will say, this is a particularly lovely crab, perhaps this is a particularly sexy crab, and they will saunter on over, sideways, naturellement, and sometimes they will engage in coitus. Pardon, moi. Mais that is just the kind of thing that you can learn at Crab Museum. Now, let me tell you, for sure, at Crab Museum, I have just mentioned coitus. But Crab Museum is a family-friendly adventure. It's a family-friendly affair. We have interactive microscopy. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the compound eye of a crab. Has anybody seen a compound eye at 220 times magnification? Morag over there! So Morag has seen the compound eye of a crab at 220 times magnification. And it is superb. It is tiny, all the little hexagonal spots. So hexagons, as you may or may not know, is the most mathematically efficient way of fitting the most amount of a thing into another thing. If you get a bowl full of soapy water, and you put perspex over the bowl of the soapy water, and you push it down gently, all of the round bubbles will turn into perfect mathematical hexagons. Oui, c'est ça. D'accord. So, of course, you have that. You can look at that with our interactive microscope. And generally, every weekend, we open up and we go down to the beach. And we take a little petri dish full of sand and seawater, And we put that under the microscope too. Now, I have been there for many hours, and I have watched the people that run the Crab Museum take adults and children through the vast microdiversity of Margaret Haber. So earlier this year, I saw them digging through a little bit of sand, and out came an amphipod. Has anybody heard of an amphipod before? So an amphipod is commonly known as a mud scud. They are very, very numerous. Sometimes in certain parts of Holland, there can be 60,000 amphipods per square meter. This is a tiny thing. It is about the size of maybe perhaps 8 grains of sand, if you were to line them up. And here is this amphipod, and it's you see it on the screen, because we have a large screen to show the microscope. You see it on the screen, and it is a little owl. And then out from the owl comes these 2 little tentacles. And they look generally transparent. And then blood, a red fluid, fills these tentacles, or rather they are technically palps. They look red. And what could this be? It is the blood of the amphipod. And then the amphipod, they wave their tentacles out of the owl. And then they are searching for delicious things in the environment. And then they pounce. And amphipods, despite them being very, very small, have the most terrifying amount of legs. And they are much bigger than their tentacles. So they come out and they are huge. And they are always surprising. So you can see that there is a lot of macrodiversity in Margaret Haber if you just take the time to look for it. So I would recommend to all you local people, if there are small people in your family, bring them along. If there are excitable older people in your family, bring them along too, because Crab Museum is the only place in Europe where we have spent a lot of time to, how can I say, demonstrate the value of the decapod. Parce que without decapods, without invertebrates, our lives would be rubbish. We like pandas, ouais, c'est ça. We like giraffes, ouais, c'est bon. Mais without the crabs, without the worms, we would have no pandas. We would have no giraffes. So if you care about giraffes and ponies and pandas and dogs, you must also care about the crabs. And so with that, thank you very much for your time. See you later.
That was very delicately put. Thank you. Thank you. To be honest, I've been there quite a few times, and each time some child has come with a really smelly bit of crab. And they treat it as if it's the first time they've ever seen one, and they put it under the microscope and they show them all the disgusting bits that it's some animals that poo from out the back of their head, which is fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. Anyway, thank you very much, Ned, from the Crab Museum. And you should all go down there and give them a nice big donation. So now we have absolutely nothing like that at all. I'd like to introduce to the stage, please, Gerry Colvin. Hooray!
Lovely thing. Bonjour. What people don't realise is that Ned is actually from Broadstairs. Completely unconvincing accent, I thought. Decapods don't like music. Well, they don't like mine, anyway. They're all heavy metal fans. That's why they wear armour. May I plug this in, sir? No, hello. Hello. That was fantastic. I can honestly say this is the first time I've ever played where the person that came on before me was dressed as a squid and talked about crabs. This is fantastic, and the barmen are funnier than the act. bar person. Let's be. I've got lots of songs that involve men and women. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, that other genders are available, and identifications. This first song. Well, I hope you. This is out of my comfort zone. Hello. How are you? Good. Everything all right? How's the strike going? Brilliant. It's a safe bet, isn't it, to say how's the strike going to anyone in the audience? Apart from Nazim Zahawi, who you go, how's that tax thing going? Anyway, this song is about a friend of mine who, I want to get through loads of songs today, but this is about a friend of mine who was a fisherman, who longed to be a farmer. And he finally became a farmer, and then realized that he was really a fisherman. And it's about how destiny and fate maybe solves your problem for you. And he's now back to being a fisherman, and it is happier. It's not about farming, and it's not about fishing. And I hope you like it. Do you fancy singing? Yeah? Off you go then. Chorus is dead easy. No more days of sails bereft of breeze. No more nights of stars that do not favor me. No more slashing rain that cuts you to the bone. No more fishing nets full of stones. I spent too many years the wrong side of the sand. I pledged to plant these sea legs firmly in the land. Ne'er breathe salty air that drives a man insane. I'll purge this bloody brine from these bloody veins. Been a long time coming, but I finally see the key. This is your bit. Oh Lord, my boat's so small, vast is your sea. Next time. But in every furrow plowed I see a breaking wave, an ocean sunrise in every field of hay. In the sound of scattered crows I hear the flap of sail. The winter breeze through hedgerow trees becomes the siren's wail. Been a long time coming, but I finally see the key. Oh Lord, my boat's so small, vast is your sea. Hey, try that bit on your own. Oh Lord, my... Oh, go on, give it a really good go. God bless you. You made me forget the next line now. But in every landlocked day, Poseidon called to me. In every nightmare, he drowned out Persephone. He tried to live a lie and shun almighty destiny. But you can't ignore the lure. I am him of the sea. Been a long time coming. Hey, join in with that bit if you want. But I finally found the key. Oh Lord, my boat's so small. Oh Lord, my boat's so small. Vast is your sea. Just the ladies. I like it, just the gentlemen. pathetic. I'm only joking. Just people with glasses. Just people with tattoos. Not as popular as glasses, are they? Just people who have bought a rug from a Persian rug sale that they've seen a sign for on a lamppost. Everyone. No, I don't know anyone that's been. There's a guy from a country that no longer exists, sitting there in a village hall trying to sell rugs, thinking, oh, I don't know where Persia is. Wondering if a dead Roman's going to come in and say, yeah, I'll have one of those. Okay, everyone, ready? Oh Lord, my boat's so small, vast is your sea. Just do that last line. Vast is your sea. You're very, very kind. I think the drums are a bit quiet, aren't they? Anyone got anybody in their record collection that you really like, but your friends just don't get it? You know, those records that you think, this is great. You know, I love the lyric and I love the music, but nobody else gets it. But it kind of speaks to you in your youth or even now, you know. Anyone got one of those? Any? Oh, I like it. No, I think songs were fantastic, weren't they? And I really liked the image. I did. They are. They're I have to say, fair play to you. And now get to the back. Now, anyone got anyone that you think should be more, you know, people should know more about? You. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother. No, it's funny, and I wrote this song about the person that I like about that, who I went to see him play, and there was only a few people there, and I love his music. And it's called The Forgotten Man, and it features on our next record, which comes out. We're going to see the Forgotten Man, playing in his forgotten band. In a forgotten bar, off Broadway. You find it ironic, it's the first place that he played. We're going to hear some forgotten songs, and the few of us there will hum along. We recall all the words, but we don't know why. They mean so much to us, but to others it passes them by. And we'll remember the forgotten man. You should have seen him way back when, before the world whistled down the wind. They didn't want those protest tunes no more. His songs were mirrors, and they didn't like what they saw. So they packed him off to the forsaken land. But he's not the kind to mind, been back where it all began. And he will wryly smile when called the unremembered man. One man's curse is another's blessed gift. That's what he gave to me, the other he had to live with. So he makes his final bow. Takes a bit longer to straighten up now. It's not nostalgia, a longing for what has gone. He just gave a voice to all us forgotten ones. We'll remember the forgotten man. Everybody needs a forgotten man. Shang-a-lang. I have to pay royalties for that. Oh, bugger, someone's buggered off.
He's got to get back to the Crab Museum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a shame.
I remember crabs when I was at university. It's another kind of story. I don't think they've got a section on that in the museum. What better way of continuing a fantastic evening at Roslin Court than a song about county lines drug dealing? And to cut a long story short, I've always thought that when I was a kid, I mean, you know, we've all done naughty things and stuff, but stupid things. But when I was a kid, the local drug dealer, everyone knew his name, everyone knew who he was, no one did anything about it. But he used to wear these ridiculously huge red training shoes. And I always thought he looked a bit like a clown. Big jacket and a big pair of shoes, you know, a big jacket so you could put stuff in. But the more I play this song, the more I think it might be about me. Not a drug dealer. Although if you want some Synatogen and an inhaler, I reckon this room is the place to go. I'm joking, I'm only joking. It's called Clown Shoes, and I hope... No, I didn't mean that in it. Hands up who's got an inhaler. Slightly more popular than tattoos. Anyway, hope you like it. It's called Clown Shoes. I'm wearing my clown shoes on my clown feet. They keep taking me down the roads where I shouldn't have been. I'm wearing my clown paints, tattoos on my pretty little face. But I don't see it that way, so I slap on that clown paste. And if you think I scare you, think what it's doing to me. I have to hide my sensitive side just to survive, you see. So I put on that clown coat. It's too big for me, but it's the only thing I feel comfortable in. Everybody knows my name, but I remain invisible just the same. I'm your man in the clown suit. Smoke or mirrors, whatever you choose. A punchline to take away your blues. I'm your man in the clown shoes. You'll find me down the clown town. Piccadilly, where Eros frowns down on the clowns like me. I'm appearing at the clown court, but it's not really me. I send a trained clown to take the custard pie for me. Everybody knows my name, but I remain anonymous just the same. I'm your man in the clown suit. Smoke or mirrors, whatever you choose. A punchline to take away your blues. I'm your man in the clown shoes. And if by chance I scare you, that was my intent. I'll say sorry with a squirt of a flower. We're the same, we got no sense. I'm driving in the clown car with the show spoiler, selling that uncut joke to all you country folk. Everybody shakes my hand, but I remain the untouchable man. I'm the Joker in the clown suit. Smoke or mirrors, whatever you choose. A punchline to deal with all your blues. I'm your man in the clown shoes. I'm on that circus train. I'm crossing those county lines. With the honk of my horn, I'll perform for the sad and forlorn. You're very, very kind. Can you hear the words? That's because of the fantastic sound guy, Brian. Give him a big hand, please. Yeah, he's not that good, all right. He is. No, he's great. I don't know what I'm doing there when I'm doing this. I just saw Martin Carthy do it on the Zoom and thought I thought it looked really cool. Are we okay for time? Great. No one's got a bus or anything to get, have they? No. Excellent. Brilliant. This song, where I live in Stratford-upon-Avon, I've got to be really quick because I want to get through loads of songs. There's a pub down the road. It's called the Four Alls. I don't know whether you're familiar with that pub name. It's the Four Alls. It's got this fantastic, made-up, allegedly medieval poem, but in fact, it's a load of rubbish. It's Victorian. You know, it's like Time Team, you know, find a bit of wood and make a villa out of it. It's all made up, isn't it? You know, it is. It's like, you know, it's like the Bay City Rollers been successful. They made that up. You're going to regret saying that, aren't you? I already am. Anyway, the Four Alls, it's a poem and it goes, the king rules all, the priest prays for all, the knight protects all, and the peasants pay for all. And I thought, God, that's got to be a song, isn't it? I mean, I have to say, I don't know about you, but I feel in the current climate we live in this wonderful country with such a bizarre things happening, I feel like a member of the fourth all kind. Don't you? We're paying for everything, and, you know, right back to the scandals of expenses when Nadeem Zahawi didn't pay $8,000 for heating his stables and all that stuff. It's really weird. And people had duck islands and moats and even claimed for their pornographic websites. It's most peculiar. I just said the word pornographic, but mind you, someone did say copulation. Did they say copulation? Coitus. Oh shit! Bloody French! They don't even know the word for it. No, I was only joking. I love the French. Anyway, this song is called "Crumbling Country Stand." It's for anyone who's got a gravel drive. And it's for anyone who loves the word jelly mold. Because this is the only song in the whole world that has the word jelly mold in it. And when you hear the word jelly mold in the song, because the Zoom is going on, it would be really nice if you went, hooray! In a kind of Les McGowan sort of accent. Oh no, just make it interesting. I won't count it in because there's no band, is there? A one. Oh. So hard to get used to, isn't it? I'm coming home. I'm on my way. And when I get back home, it is home I'm gonna stay. I've been away since early morning. Wish this queue of traffic that I'm in would move along. I've got a wife, she waits for me. When she hears my car on the gravel drive, she'll know it's 5:30 and we will sit and watch reality TV. Hope our fame's not voted off, that would be tragedy. 'Cause I'm a member of the fourth hall crowd. My voice is just a whisper, anything louder's not allowed. I am not extraordinary, I am just the ordinary man and woman. I pay my taxes working in an office and on the land. I am the strong foundation on which this crumbling country stands. I like Sky Sports, go to IKEA. At the moment I drink rosé wine and European beer, but that might change, you can bet on that. See, I used to like Flat Eric, now it's Muscovite meerkats. I'm a member of the fourth hall crowd. My voice is just a whisper, anything loud is not loud. I am not extraordinary, I am just the ordinary man or person. I pay my taxes working in an office and on the land. I am the strong foundation on which this crumbling country stands. When they say the cuts are deep, it is to me that they will creep, and I will gladly take the strain again. We are Atlas, Hercules, the only gods down on our knees, paying for duck islands, moats and pornography. But that's okay, 'cause we live in the best democracy. And that's why Tony Blair shook hands with Colonel Gaddafi. And when I die, they'll say I'm great. They'll pour my son into the jelly mold that I vacate, and he will think a lot like me eventually. Stop having fun, it's folk music. So the cycle starts again in perpetuity. 'Cause I'm a member of the fourth hall crowd. My voice is just a whisper, anything loud is not loud. I am not extraordinary, I am just the ordinary man pay my taxes working in an office and on the land. I am the strong foundation on which this crumbling country stands. We are the strong foundation on which this crumbling country stands. I'm coming home, this is your bit. I'm on my way. Give it a go. I'm coming home. No, that's my bit. Yes, do pay attention, 007. No, I'm only joking. Because that was lovely. You did that bit with me, just you. Yeah. And then the rest of us do the I'm on my way. Yeah? I'll go for it. Don't be shy. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Now this time whisper it. I'm coming home. Like it. This time think it. I'm coming home. See, we are the last generation that can think for ourselves. I'm coming home, everyone! Very, very fine. Thank you. Oh, this is. Thank you so much. It's a nerve-wracking thing doing it on your own. You know, I did ask the only surviving member of the Bay City Rollers, who isn't banged up, to come along, but they had a prior engagement, which is a bit of a shame. That would have made your night, wouldn't it? Although you'd have said, "Who's that craggy bloke next to Gerry Colvin?" No, another, what better way of spending a wonderful evening here than a song about a Nazi atrocity. I mean, I'm sure you know in the 1940s, when it was obvious that the Nazis were no longer going to achieve the heinous objective that they all put together, all the scientists who had been in the SS all disappeared and came over to America under Operation Paperclip, I'm sure. And they all came over from a factory called the Mittelbau Dorha factory, where they had developed the V2 rocket. And of course, Van Braun was one of the instigators of that particular thing. And she thinks she can't see her. And I love you. And anyway, so he came over to America and used the same technology that had been developed in tunnels dug by slave labor and terrible conditions because the war was coming to an end. And it developed the Saturn rocket and then the Apollo missions, which eventually put a man on the moon. And I find that really peculiar, that this strange thing that happened in Europe was a fantastic thing that Kennedy and Johnson were able to make into this amazing American achievement. It's a hard song to write, but I hope you don't mind me doing it. And it's called Tunnel to the Moon, and it features on our new most recent record. I knocked a man down to the ground for a bite of cheese, a fist of bread, and a cheek of meat. I wish that I could say it was to feed my family, but it's just the way you survive the day in the Mittelbau factory. I watched a woman bribe a god with a hollow kiss From professor to a whore, they made us into this. Don't think about tomorrow. Tomorrow will be worse. It's just the way you survive the day in the tunnels of the Mittelbauwerks. They got their man on the moon, but to me it's made from a bite of cheese, a fist of bread, a hollow kiss, and a cheek of meat, surrounded by the falling stars of the Mittelbauer factory. He looked at me in 43 as if I wasn't there, both adorned by skull and bones, our insignia. Next time that I saw him was 1963, in the back of a limousine with John F. Kennedy. They put a man on the moon, but to me it's made from a bite of cheese, a fist of bread, a hollow kiss, and a cheek of meat, looked down on by the fallen stars of the Mittelbauer factory. It seems the end justifies the means. That's what I tell myself when I think of that round of cheese. What shame we bury and bore just to live for one day more and survive. One small step for him, a giant lesson for the rest of mankind. They put a man on the moon, but to me it's still made from a bite of cheese, a fist of bread, a hollow kiss, and a cheek of meat, in a tunnel to the moon walk the fallen stars of the Mittelbauer factory. Thank you very much. Are we okay for time, my dear?
We're fine. Tell me when you have one song left.
Oh, I've got 20 on this list. Oh, that's a shame. It's a bummer. Oh, good.
We started late.
So anyway, so this song, I you know those people you bump into that you haven't seen for years, and I happened to bump into an ex-girlfriend that I went out with 35 years ago on a tube station, and it was real, and all of a sudden all that emotion came back, you know, all that love and you know that stuff that you remember, and it was really really weird, and for one moment I was that 22-year-old 20 whatever person again, and it was really emotional and upsetting, and I thought I was really upset, and I suddenly thought, hey, it's a good idea for a train song about the tube, isn't it? People call it the Teletubby song because your bit is to go again, 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 again. You'll pick it up. It's dead easy. And just to show how unclever I am, I put her name in Morse code in the song. We've played this. We've only played it a couple of times. The first time we played it, someone came up afterwards and said, "Oh, there is no baggage car on the tube. They actually send baggage overland," that's actually how he talked. I'm not poking fun. It was. No, I just remember seeing her and I remember had a lovely conversation with her and I said, "Kevin, you make a brilliant woman." And he said, "Well, the thing is, I'm a farmer at the moment, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure whether I should be a fisherman again." It happened again, one November night, just after 9, at the Embankment Tube Station, Bakerloo line. It happened again. You ran for the train, I missed mine. Just wasn't my day. It's funny how you were so close and so far away. Happened again. The turnstile of time only spins around one way. At least that's what they say. But for just one day, it happened all over again, 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 again. Hey, do on your own. I stared at the space, brilliant, where I just seen your face a moment before. It's funny how you were still there, but not anymore. Happened again. The escalator of time only moves one way. That's what they all say. But for just one day, ready? It happened all over again, 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 again. On your own, all over again. The present we've been sent is the price of the past that we spent. No waiting room is big enough for all the times that I thought of it happening again. So there we are, minding the gap in the baggage car, between who we were then and who we are. Happened again. I love this bit. Old Father Thames of time only flows one way. Above us the waves as we go our separate ways. But for just one day, the years have slipped away. It happened all over again. No, really loud, all over again. Really, really loud, all over again. Big ending, all over again. It's well, I will finish now because then you'll have time to do everything. Or can I do two more?
Right. We can do one more. Have you got one more? Have you got two more?
All right.
Okay.
Would you like a song about? Not yet,
Hang on a
right
minute.
Would you like a song about? Would you like a song about the pub? Would you like a song about a loch in Scotland, or would you like a song about the last Christmas needle?
While you're thinking, can we draw the raffle, please? Yeah.
Oh right. Oh sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no, hold on. That was at the top. I'm a professional, you know.
Right, okay. Right, not that one.
Don't you like him?
It's my sister. I'll be accused of nepotism. Andrew Kettle, you've won a CD. Andrew Kettle, you've won a CD. Okay, next one.
Oh my God, how many are there?
One more, and then you.
That's it.
Chris Pike. Oh, that's me. Wait, you've won a
Oh,
toilet.
well done, Mr. Pike. Well done. That's it. Let's see who has won away from winning something. The absolute loser. It's Ian Pither. Oh, nice one. Loser. No, Ian, if you'd like to choose a CD, you're very, very welcome, mate. Honestly.
I've got them all, Gerry.
Well,
I'll have your next one.
take what? Yes, put your name down and I'll send you the next record. Thank you very much for listening to me in the first talk. Oh, next year. I've already done it, written it and everything, but it's a bit bizarre. It's a bit, yeah, I'm really pleased. This song's on it. This song is not a Christmas song. It's just for anyone who's actually romantically attached to somebody. And it's such a shame I can't get through them all. But please come and see it. Anyway, it's called "The Last Christmas Needle," and it would be really nice if you all sang along. I don't know whether you've heard this, but thank you for listening to me in the first half, and I hope you enjoy the second. When the snow has ceased to fall and the flowers cease to grow, when there are no more wheat fields, 'cause no wheat has been sown, when the last Christmas carol fades melodically, you will still be holding hands with me. This is your bit. When the last Christmas needle falls from the last Christmas tree, you will still be holding hands with me. God bless you. Selfishness and greed tear down what we all believe. When old Saint Nick's forgotten and that man from Galilee, when the last Christmas snowman melts into history, you will still be holding hands with me. When the last Christmas needle falls from the last Christmas tree, you will still be holding hands with me. This fact above all others gives me strength to carry on. Your hand is always there for me when everyone has gone, and when the last Christmas candle burns down finally, you will still be holding hands with me. last Christmas needle. When the last Christmas needle falls from the last Christmas tree, you will still be holding hands with me. Let's do that line again. When the last Christmas needle falls from the last Christmas tree, you will still be holding hands with me. Thank you so much. See you after the adverts. Thank you. Thank
Gerry
you.
Colvin, everybody! Way! Yay, fantastic. Can I also thank Ned Susat Williams from the Crab Museum? Please go to the Crab Museum. It is brilliant. And also Roger, who's done the filming, who was just brilliant. Just great. Thank you very much. Brian doing the sound, Chris doing the cameras, Andrew on the door, Lizzie and Jodie doing the social posting, and at the bar in her penny, Una! Fabulous. For people who are not in the room, obviously there are a load of CDs here that they can get. Gerry, where can people at home get your CDs from?
GerryColvin.com.
GerryColvin.com. Brilliant. That's great. Thank you very much. Now, next week, we have Roswell, who are a lovely duo. Look at their picture. I mean, that's just lovely, isn't it? Yeah, with the flowers and what. They're lovely, lovely, lots of harmonies and gorgeousness. And then the following week, we've got Simon Kempston, who's coming from Edinburgh to play here. For heaven's sakes, you can come out from Cliftonville, can't you? Yeah. Yes. And the Glasgow Herald said he was one of the best singer-songwriters in Scotland. And Tim Eadie said, wow, I'm really pleased you've got him here. He's really, really good, which is great. And then the following week, we've got Emily Slade, who we've got a lot of interest on that one, actually. A lot of people interested. Yeah, it's very, so come along to...
Emily Slade, she's absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
She's playing the Phil Beer band.
Yes.
And she's a great singer-songwriter in her own right, and I'm professionally jealous.
Oh, well, if Gerry Colvin is professionally jealous of Emily Slade, we've got to come along here, haven't we? We've got to find out what it's all about. Yes. Well, anyway, I hope to see you all next week. Thank you very much. Thank you, people at home watching. And sorry we were a little bit late, but we got there in the end. That's fantastic. My name's Maura Butler. This is Rosalind Court. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye. Yay.